The narrative, something people seem to not understand. To achieve goals, narratives are decided upon. A narrative is then spread by TV. Once that narrative is decided on, no one on TV or government ever strays from the narrative. TV never backs up and says, "We're sorry, we screwed up." TV is always right, no matter what. This establishes TV as the authority in people's minds. Anyone who questions the narrative is derided, accused of being a conspiracy theorist, a nutcase, and more. The narrative never has anything to do with evidence, facts, or truth. The narrative is there to achieve a goal, to establish a precedent. Regardless of what evidence arises, TV and government stick to the narrative. Nothing matters. The narrative becomes law. All decisions, all legislation, all investigations are based solely on the narrative. What we need to understand is to see and recognize the narrative and call it out. Debating is what is seen on TV and means nothing. Every debate ends up with two losers. On the internet, both sides automatically declare themselves winner of any debate. Yet the only thing accomplished is time lost, and both sides usually wrong. The facts are never part of the narrative. TV and government have yet to tell us the truth. And TV and government are not about to start now, unless we make them. Discussion is what needs to take place. Discussion to decide how are we going to tear down and destroy the narrative. Discussion based on mutual respect. Discussion based on achieving our common goals. Our common goals are the respect and honor of our rights and our freedom. We stood as a nation last November. We stood as a nation as one, and we outvoted the dead vote, the illegal vote, and the rigged election machine vote. We beat the narrative. The establishment is still fighting tooth and claw to put that narrative back in place, to undermine and destroy our choice of who we want leading us in the White House. We must learn from the establishment, from the left. They never vary from the narrative. They never vary from their common goal. Their common goal always having been to rule over us, to strip us of our rights and freedoms. They never argue among themselves over their goal. They stick together no matter what to achieve their goal. They will do whatever they have to do. They will lie, cheat, steal, and even kill to make sure they achieve their goal. They will sacrifice as needed to make sure they achieve their goal. Sometimes we see this as throwing someone under the bus. They will sacrifice their own in a heartbeat. They function from a hive mind. We must learn to work from a collective mind. We must be willing to sacrifice whatever is necessary to achieve our goal of us and our rights being respected, of our freedom being paramount. We must learn to drop petty issues, stop debating each other, because our future, the future of our children and grandchildren is at stake, and the stakes could not be higher.